Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome back to the course of Python for absolute beginners. This video is all about lists in Python. And in this video I will tell you what is list, how to add or change list elements, how you can make slices of list, how you can delete or remove list elements, and at last I will tell you how you can pop list elements. So let's start with what is list. In Python, you can say that a list is just like a container that can contain multiple values in it. Or you can also say that it is just like a variable, but it can contain multiple values. For example, let's say I have this variable, student name, and it is containing only one value. So it is a single variable. Let's say I have to store 5 student names. So one way will be like this. I can create 5 variables and assign one name to each variable. But I can do this same work by using only one variable like this. Here you can see that I have created one variable student names and I have assigned 5 values to it. Abdullah, Sarim, Maryam, Musa and Aisha. So this variable is called as list in Python. What you will do, you just write the name of the list and then these two square braces, and in this square braces you will write all the values separated by this comma. So it will become a list in Python. Now let's move to Colab and let's create some lists. Here I have created this notebook and I have given it name as list in Python and connected my notebook with the CPU. So let's create a list. Let's say we are going to create a student names, and then I will use the square braces, and in this braces I will write first student name as Aisha, then Musa, then Maryam, Sarah, and up to so on, any number of elements you can add in this list. So now when I will execute it, a list will be created here. Okay, let us print and see what is inside this list. So what I will do, I will write print student underscore names. So when I will execute it, it will show me this complete list. So this is the way of creating list in Python. Let's say you want to see only one element of this list. So what you will do, let's say you want to see this Musa. So what you can do, you can write it like this, print and then student underscore names, name of the list, and then the index number. So here the index number of Musa is 1. Aisha is at index 0 and Musa is at index 1. So I will write here 1, and when I will print it, it will show me output as Musa. So this is the way through which we can create list in Python. Now let's see how we can change the existing elements of the list, or we can add more elements in the list in Python. So for this, let's say I have a list, student names, and in this list I have 5 names of students. And now I want to change, let's say I want to change this Abdullah with some other name. And this Abdullah is at index 0. So what I will do here, I will write like this, student names. Here this student names is the name of list, and after this I will write index number in square braces. So now I am saying that student names at index 0 is equal to Saad. Now what it will do, it will override this Abdullah with Saad, and the new list will become like this. Now this Abdullah has been replaced with Saad. So this is the way of changing existing list elements. Now let's say you want to keep this Abdullah as well as you want to add this Saad in the list. So for this purpose, what you will do, you will use this append function. You will write the name of list, student names, then dot, and then this append function, and in this append function you will pass this value. Now what this append will do, it will add this Saad to the list and at the end of the list. So this Saad will be added after Aisha and the new list will become like this. Now you can see Abdullah is here and Saad has been added at the end of the list. So this is the way of adding or changing list elements. Now let's move to Google Colab and try adding some elements in the list or changing some list elements. Let's say I want to change, or you can say I want to add Saad in this list. So what I will do, I will write student underscore names dot append, and in append I will write Saad. So now when I will execute it, so this Saad has been added in this list. So now let's see, print student underscore names. Here you can see this Saad has been added in this list. But what if I want to change this Aisha, or let's say I want to change this Mariam. Okay, I want to change this Mariam with some other name. So Mariam is here at index number 2. So I will write student underscore names of 2 is equal to, let's say I write here Sarim. So now when I will execute it, this Mariam will be replaced with Sarim. Let's see, student underscore names. So here you can see now at index number 2 we have Sarim because we have replaced this Mariam with Sarim. So this is the way of changing some list elements or adding more elements in the list. Now let's see how we can make slices of the list. When we talk about slices of the list, it means that we want sub-part of a list. For example, let's say I have a list of numbers, which is a list of odd numbers, and all these numbers are indexed as like this 0, 1, 2 up to 7. So now I want a list from, I want a sub list from 5 to 13. So for taking this sub list from this list, what I will do, I will write like this. Name of the list, which is list of numbers, and after this in curly braces, I will write the starting index and the ending index. So the starting index is 2 because 5 is at index number 2 and 13 is at index number 6. But here I have written 7 and 7 is the index number of 15. But why I have written this 7? Because this 7 will not be included. If I will write here 6, so in this case it will take a list from 5 to 11 because 6 will be excluded. That's why I have written here 7 because I need the 6th element as well. So it will give me the output 5, 7, 9, 11 and 13. Now let's move to Colab and do some practice of list slicing. This time let's say I'm going to create a list of numbers. So this time I will assign it numbers from, let's say, 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now this, when I will execute it, this list has been created in which I have numbers from 1 to 10. Now I want the numbers from 4 to 8. I want this part of this list. So what I will do, I will write list underscore of underscore numbers, and then I will mention the indexes. So here the 4 is at index number 3. So I will write 3 and then colon, and after this I will write the index number of this 9 because I want the numbers from 4 to 8. I want this 8 as well, so I will write the index of 9 because index of 9 will get excluded. So I will write it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So index of 9 is 8. So when I execute it, it will give me number from 4 to 8. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Similarly, we can do slicing by using the indexing from right to left, in which we use negative indexing. If you don't know how to do negative indexing, watch my video of strings in which I have explained indexing in depth. So let's start indexing from right to left. So I will write list of numbers, and here I want to access this list again. So the index of 4 will be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6 and -7. So the index of 4 is -7. So I will write from -7 to -6, -5, -4, -3. So I will write here -2 because I want this 8. So I will write -2 here. So when I will execute it, it will give me output as the similar output I have taken from left to right indexing. So this is the way of taking slices from the main list. I have taken sub part from this main list. Now let's see how we can delete or remove items in the list. As I told you in my previous video, which was about strings, that if we create a string in Python, after the creation of the string, we are not able to edit that string. I mean, we are not able to remove a single or more character from that string. But when we talk about list, so Python provides us this facility to remove elements from the list. And we can remove list elements by two ways. Number one is by using this del keyword, and number two is by using this remove function. So first we will see how we can use this del keyword. So let's say I have a list which is a list of numbers, and in this list I have odd numbers from 1 to 15, and if I have to use this del keyword, in that case I have to make a use of index. So I will write like this, del list of numbers, and then I have mentioned here index number 2. So here at index number 2 I have this 5. So it will delete this 5 element from the list. And after this, after the execution of this statement, the list will be, this list of number will become this. Here you can see the 5 has not been available here. This 5 has been removed from this list. One other way of removing this 5 is by using this remove function. In this remove function, we do not use index. We directly write the value of the element. For example, we can take this same list, and here I want to remove this 5 again. So I will use this remove function. I will write list of numbers, which is the name of my list, and then dot, and then this remove function, and in this remove function I will pass this value. Here I have not write the index, I have just passed the value of the element. So remember that whenever we use this remove, we have to write the value of the element, and when we will use this del, in this case we will write the index of the element. So when I will execute this line, the output will be this. I mean the list will become, this list will become like this. Here you can see this 5 is deleted now. So now move to Colab and try to create some list and then remove elements from that list. Now here this time I am going to create a list of, let's say I am going to create a list of fruits. List of fruits, and here I will write name of different fruits. Let's say apple, mango, orange, cherry, and last one you can write, let's say banana. So this is the list of fruits. Let me execute it. Now we have created a list of fruits, and now I want to remove this cherry from this list. So what I will do, I will write, first I will use the del keyword, and then I will use the remove function. So for del function, del keyword, I will write del, and then name of this list, which is list of fruits, and then I will mention the index. So cherry is at index number 3, apple is at 0, mango 1, orange 2, and cherry is at index number 3. So I will write here 3, and when I will execute it, this cherry will be deleted. So we can see that list of fruits. Now you can see in the list of fruits you cannot see cherry here because cherry has been deleted from this list. Now remaining list is this. So from this list I want to remove orange. So I will write let's say this time I am going to use remove function. So I will write list underscore of underscore fruits dot remove. What to remove? Orange. So I will write orange, orange. Okay. Now when I will execute it, it will remove orange from this list. And let me show you. So here you can see orange has been removed from this list. In this way, you can delete different elements or even you can delete a complete slice of the list as well. Now this list is very small. So let us create another list. Let's say numbers, and here I will write numbers 1, 3 different numbers. Okay, this list has been created now. Now I want to delete the numbers from 4 to 6 or 4 to 9. Okay, 4 to 9. And then I will write here del numbers, and the index of 4 is 2. So I will write here 2, and then till 9 I have to delete. So I will write the index of 10. So index of 10 will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So index of 10 will be 8. Sorry, here it is saying number is not defined because I have created my list as numbers. So I have to write S here. Now this error will be removed. Okay. Now these numbers has been deleted from this list. Let's see. So here you can see the numbers list is 1, 3 and 10. All these numbers between 4 and 9 are deleted from this list. So in this way you can delete a complete slice from the list as well. The last thing that we have to discuss about list is popping. You can pop elements from the list. I will tell you what is the purpose of this popping and why we use this popping. So let's see how to pop list elements. When we delete elements from the list, those elements will be deleted permanently and we will not be able to use that element again. But what if we have to use that element in some other ways? For example, I have to remove element from the list and then I want to use that element in some other way, or I want to add that element in some other list. For this purpose, I have to use popping. So we can do popping by using this pop keyword. And here, let's say I have a list which is task to do. In this list, I have used these two tasks: go outside and bring water as the elements of this list, and I have another list which is task completed. So in this list I have nothing. This list is empty right now. Any task that will be completed from this list will be removed from this list and added to this list. For example, this go outside task has been completed and I want to remove this task from this list and add this task to this list. So what I have to do, I have to use this syntax: task underscore completed. As we use this append function to add elements into the list, that's why I have used this append here. And after this, I will write the name of this list, task to do, and pop zeroth element of this list. So at the index number 0 we have go outside. So it will take this go outside from this list, and here we have, let's say, it will become go outside. Task to do dot pop 0 is equal to go outside. So this go outside will be appended to this task completed list. So after the execution of this statement, these two lists will become like this. Task to do is bring water, and the go outside from this task to do has been removed and this go outside has been added to this task completed list. This is a way in which we can take element from one list and add that element to the other list. So now move to Colab and try some popping. Try to do practice of some popping. So here I am going to create a list of tasks to do, and here I will write go outside. Then another task is, let's say, do some walk and bring water. These are the three tasks that we have to do, and another list which is task completed. At this time, this list is empty. I am not writing any element in this list. Let's execute. So now these two lists has been created. Let us see what is inside these lists. So I will write task to do. Uh, Let me write it in code so it will show me. This is the list of tasks to do. Then I will write task to do, and other one is tasks completed. So here I will print task completed. So this time you can see these two lists. This task completed list is empty, and in task to do we have three tasks that we have to do. Now let's say this bring water task has been completed. So what I will do, I will take this element, this bring water, from this list, and I will add this element to the task completed list. So what I will do, I will write task underscore completed dot append, because whenever we have to add element in the list we use this append function. And then in this append I will write task to do dot pop. What to pop? Pop the value which is at index number 2. Here bring water is at index number 2, so I will write here 2. And then I want to print these two, so I will copy and then paste here. So now you will see here, okay. So you will see here task to do, we have go outside and do some walk. This bring water has been removed from this list and has been added to this task underscore completed list. Similarly, you can add as many elements as you want. Let's say I want to add go outside as well. Let's say this go outside has been completed, so I will write task completed dot append and task to do, and then pop. Here this go outside is at index number 0, so I will write here 0, and then again I will print these two lists. So here you can see now in task to do we have only one task that we have to do, and these two tasks has been added to task completed list. So in this video I have told you each and everything about list in Python with implementation. I hope you got a better understanding of this, and in my next video I will make a complete video about tuples, that how we can use tuples in Python, what is the purpose of tuples. For now, keep watching and learning. Allah Hafiz.